which can be a 4x4. We'll get a 5x5. And then this is going to be a 6x whatever. Continue mining. Right, now can I afford some more of these guys? No. Then the other thing I can build is a workshop, which allows you to build toolboxes. Little snots will build toolboxes. And I believe orcs and goblins will assist. So that's one of the benefits of the horde creatures, is they'll actually do a lot of the menial tasks, which the little snots do too. While undead and demons just don't. The benefit of undead and demons is they're immortal. Can't kill them. At least the ones I've seen. The Banshee, the zombies, and the imps, they all come back. But guys, I'm Celtic neutral, I swear, Dark Elf PC. Oh man, Celtic neutrals. Although I do actually have...
There were disgustingly good places near the dungeon, which would look much better as islands of evilness instead. Especially since that evilness could be used for new technologies.
What is that unbearable place doing right in front of my dungeon? Disgusting! Creatures, advance! Destroy that thing!
Oh, are you sure you want to do that, Talia? Shouldn't we sit down in a circle and talk about it one more time?
Are you still here? Honestly, can't you see I'm busy destroying everything that is good? I don't have time for this disassociative identity order nonsense.
Stop doing the Therese and Jeanette thing.
Nope, dragons. Let's grab the army!
What to do?
It's a fight! The good thing about fighting dragons, though, is they often have a lot of gold near them. Hence, all of this. Oops. Just mine it all out. That'll be fine. Guys! You're not finished yet. Oops. That's the thing else I often do, is press the wrong button.
What to do?
I think that these two icons should have been the other way around, because I keep on clicking on that, thinking it's my army. It's not. It's the hiring creatures button. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, chaotic neutral. I actually have a character in one of my campaigns who I think is legitimately chaotic neutral. Not in the I'm completely crazy murder hobo.
My knee is itching where I caught that arrow. Men, check it out.
The presence of Talia and the conspicuous Evil's army had not gone undiscovered, and the first miserable heroes were already on their way to the dungeon.
Where we will, of course, welcome them appropriately.
Move, you lazy dung beetles! Get ready!
You always have to be so unfriendly? I mean, really? Can't we just talk about this? I know this really good psychiatrist and...
Don't force me to hit myself!
Yes. As our protagonist sank into one of her disputes with herself, the heroes spread across the surface.
So yeah, he's legitimately chaotic neutral. Not because he's evil or anything, it's just he's really selfish. He doesn't really care about law and order.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Unless it benefits him. Doesn't care about good or evil, unless it benefits him.
Evil will triumph!
Let's drop him behind. Oh, hi! Come on, there you go. Incoming! Oh, did it again. Need to keep an eye on Trunk Gash here to make sure he doesn't die. He didn't die. We're good. You guys do that. Have we come across any more, like, serious gold places? Not yet. And this is going kind of slowly, so I think it's time that we invested in a couple more little snots. To make sure we get that production going. And now that we've beaten the first attack off, I think that we do need to go for the first good position, although we need to wait until these guys are healed up, which can also be done. Alright, let's expand the gobbler room. And the room that we're building out down here is going to be the workshop. So we want the workshop and the gobbler room to be fairly near the hideout, because that's all stuff that they do. Had an half-orc barbarian who was like that. Now this is a bard. And he's a bard of glamour, so it's all about like charming and manipulating people. But he's one of those characters where you're thinking like, well, you're not really. You could be lawful. No, you're not lawful either. Are you good? You're not really good, but neither are you evil, so you really are neutral.
The exploring evil's little snots had discovered a room in the underground.
Ooh, toolboxes. Nice. So sometimes you can find free stuff. So these are the toolboxes which you can then use to build traps and things. So we can get that, and then the Tinker's Cave. We do need to find a source of evil, though. So let's go and send out the troops. I think it's time.
Comes from above.
We'll go and take one of those good places.
I knew you'd need me.
Which is going to be this one, because it's right outside my front door. That's quite a few heroes there. I have one orc who's already half dead. Unfortunately, I don't have any Nagas yet. Right, go kill the warrior. Now, keep an eye on your health. Because you're only a level 1, you will go down pretty quickly.
Who do you want to kill? Who do you want to kill?
Oh crap, he's... run! Run away! Run away!
Take that,
fine.
you worm!
I think we've just...
dribbled into the
Right, we just about did that.
evil's dungeon.
Right, run back.
This could be immediately sacrificed to the excellent idea of completing 1 or 2 new research projects.
Which is not a bad idea, because I really want Nagas. Although we're at 5 creatures, so these, thankfully, only cost money. So we're going to grab 3 of those, and then we're going to go creatures, Naga, Naga, Naga. I tend to try and keep the same number of Nagas and the same number of orcs. Because it's basically acting like the heavy medic combo. Well, it's not even the money. Like, he doesn't care that much about material goods. This is talking about the bard again. It's like personal prestige and fame. So as long as he gets more well known and prestigious and people talk about him, then that's his motivation. He's also kind of vain. By kind of, I mean very vain. Right, so we have a source of income money, we have a source of evilness now, which is great, so let's continue mining this out. And we now have Nagas to heal up the injured orcs, which is magnifique. Alright, seriously, Nagas, come over here and just heal these guys up quickly, come on. Thalia can stay over there.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
That one.
It's payday.
Absolute evil!
Drop you all down. Hopefully Trunkash doesn't just die here. Because that would suck. Nope, we won. All good. And now you might be starting to understand what my first qualm about this game is. You'll notice that I spend quite a lot of time in the overland doing the fights and things, which is all well and good. I enjoy that part of the game, but it does mean that the dungeon itself kind of feels neglected. Like, beyond dropping people off here every now and then to rest up, you don't do that much in the dungeon. I mean, it's not a huge problem. Like, I quite like that you're basically building up your economy in the dungeon, then sending people out into the overworld. That works well, but I would like to see a little bit more action down in the dungeon. Maybe that's going to happen later in the campaigns. I don't know. Because this is actually really good at introducing you to new concepts. Like, the pace is relatively slow, but it's quick enough that, like, new stuff gets added. So I do like that. Although I must say that this playthrough right now is going quite a lot quicker than the first time. Like, I have 8 hours into the game, and I think I'm only 2 missions ahead of where we are right now. But then, I just know a lot more about the concepts and what's going on here. For example, the Naga-Orc ratio and how to use goblins and that type of thing. Although, one thing I have to say is something they've taken from Warcraft, which I do really like. I can't do it here. Is when you have the abilities for your various creatures, it casts them automatically. So, like the heals, it has the little spinny thing, so you can cast them yourself, or you can just say, just automate it. It's fine. So, like the Orcs have a Bloodlust ability, Goblins have their hidden ability, which means they take less. They're less threatening, so people don't attack them as much, which is why my goblins, despite being really squishy, haven't started dying yet. Okay, so we've got a much larger hideout now. We could also do with expanding the gobbler room. Let's go and do that real quick. And then I think we can just spend more on that stuff and then bring in a couple more creatures. So, go one of you, one of you, one of you. Right, now, next option, next objective. I think we're going to go and destroy that, and then probably the Gehenna Stone. Or maybe we'll go for that Gehenna Stone first. It's kind of on the way. Yeah, we've already cleared this out. We'll go for that stone. You do here, turkeys. These are the turkeys. So it's like the chicken farm in Dungeon Keeper. Okay, let's go to the creatures, grab you all.
Heroes!
Drop you in there. And then we'll grab you on the outer world. And we'll go on our next offensive.
The first Gehenna Stone is very close. Soon I will destroy it. Tanos will be beside himself.
Apparently, there were a few elemental guardians who were not particularly pleased at someone fooling with the stones. They threateningly turned towards Talia. Of course, the defense-orientated evil would protect her at all costs.
These elementals are just comically bad. Like 2 hits and they die.
Talia, what are you doing? Why did you turn back to evil?
Father, I don't know. I keep trying to turn back to good, but a part of me... God, just shut it, you weakling. Tanos, you and your minions always look down on me. Grimly insulted me without you ever saying a word. You drove me to this.
My child, that is not true. Look inside yourself. There's still a spark of good there. Let it guide you, and not this.
Whoops! Looks like I accidentally tripped on a cable or something. Unfortunately, Tanos could not continue to talk to Talia. What a pity. Undeterred, Talia continued to work on breaking the stone seal.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, of course. Ha. Soon the seal will be broken.
Send a couple of creatures back, because we do have a rogue who's wandering around. Who's going to start
Your
attacking.
dungeon
There it is.
heart is under attack.
Unfortunately, I didn't have enough evil bits. Oh, now I do. Now I do. Now I do. Research. And creature. Create a... The orc should at least keep the rogue busy. For us to turn around and kill him.
Who do you want dead? It's done! The seal is broken! Oh, what have I done? May the goddess forgive me. Ah, are you still here? Oh, come on. Can't you pour your heart out somewhere else?
While Talia was occupied with herself, again, the seal was completely broken. Several portals to a strange world opened in the dungeon. From them, a few extremely committed demons immediately sprang, ready to serve the releasing from exile evil. The Gehenna stones contained a ruthless and mighty magic that not only supplied the dungeon with mana, but was also very dangerous. This posed no problem for the danger-loving evil, as it was far away. Besides, the magic was only supposed to affect the heroes. With the patience of a fox, the insidious evil now waited for a few heroes to test this ruthless and powerful magic on a few unsuspecting guinea pigs at the cost of a little mana.
And one thing which I totally forgot to do in my last playthrough of this, never use that. It's like, supposedly quite a powerful magic thing, and then it will... I think the more of the stones that you take, the faster the recharge. I thought I had access to vortex creatures. Oh, I have to research it.
A vortex could now be built. This excellent room makes it possible to create direct access to Hell by means of teleportation, or the gun from Portal, in order to hire funny, or sometimes not so funny, demons. The very curious evil soon began to build one of these vortexes. The first vortex was finished. Here, demons could be hired or resurrected after their inglorious death for a tiny fee of mana.
Mana? But I don't have any mana.
That's true, yes, but luckily the Gehenna stones produced exactly that. What a wonderful coincidence.
Right, so we now have the demons, which are ranged. So our damage output is just quite dramatically increased, actually. Also, I need to continue improving my minions. Although I would quite like to get the Tinker's Cave.
The homicidal evil had researched the Tinker's Cave. This perfidious room was used by the even more perfidious creatures of the Horde to build deadly traps and sturdy doors out of boring old toolboxes. The adventurous evil was keen to try this out right away. The first Tinker's Cave was finished and appeared solid enough. Soon the creatures of the Horde would gather here voluntarily, or under the threat of beatings, to build dangerous traps for unwary heroes.
Do I have access to workshops? Oh, I do. Oh, crap. I actually built the wrong thing here. Yeah, hang on. Stop. Destroy that room. Built the wrong thing here. I meant this to be one giant workshop. Alright, you guys collect all the money up. That's fine. And then we're going to mine into here. And then below the workshop, we're going to build another giant room. Which is going to look like that. That's going to be the Tinker's room. So the workshop is where we store the Tinker's
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Alright, that's fine. I feel like I've... Oh, it's because I never got any more little snots. I was thinking, like, why is my development down here so slow in comparison to usual? There is actually a really good reason for it, because I only have 2 workers. Actually, I have 7 of them. But only 2 expanded. So you start with 5 and then you get some more. Right, okay. Did we kill that guy? Ooh, no. You actually seem to be losing. Which is not at all what I wanted. Let's drop you guys down here.
Hey!
There we go. Victory is ours. Huzzah! Alright, money's being collected. Let's make sure the rest of this workshop gets finished. And we probably want to save some money because it's probably going to be a payday soon. Yeah, it is. So we need 800 for that. Plus, I really need to upgrade the number of workers I have. There are enemies in your dungeon. Console players too retarded. We need an announcer to tell them about incoming invaders. Unfortunately for you, I'm not actually playing on a console. And it's actually quite nice to have the warning, because when you're not in the dungeon, looking at other stuff, like the overworld, then it is actually quite nice to have a warning.
Dragons have nested in the underground.
Ah, that's something we can kill. Let's select all the things and drop
Evil!
over here. Kill them all. Good. Dragon's dead. Ah, that's another permanent gold mine. Good. I was wondering when we'd come across that. And we have some money, but we're going to have a payday in 8 seconds. So let's wait until the payday happens. Also, I could be nuking some people with Gehenna Stone. I could really do with exploring
payday.
more. And let's also expand the vortex in case I decide to get some more imps, which I might. Right, and then we need to decide to build some of these. They cost 150 each. Let's build one there. And one there. Right, so these machines here are what are used to produce the toolboxes, and then once we have the toolboxes, we can use those to build doors, traps, and all that other good stuff. Right, are we still paying stuff out? Maybe. No, we're fine. Let's get some more workers, because clearly that's a problem. We haven't dug very much in this direction yet. Let's dig like so, and like so. And money, still kind of low. Let's get another of those, and then treasury. So that they don't have to walk back really slowly. They'll build that out. They'll start mining it. Everyone's happy. Okay, gold. That's what I was hoping to see. Also, I suspect that we should see some more down here. Let's just mine out that way a bit. There we go. Right, I think it's time for another hurrah outside. So let's grab the army. Let's drop you all
It's good.
through the exit.
Who do you want killed?
And send you off in this vague general direction so I can use some more of the kazappiness. Really? No one here?
What do you want me to do?
Absolutely no reason for me to be destroying these things, I just kind of felt like it.
Men, take a look at this. There's something strange going on here.
A local patrol unhappily stumbled into the area of the Gehenna Stones. They wouldn't leave without a fight, just the way I like it.
Just the way I like it.
Wait a moment, I just said that. Are you trying to steal my lucrative narrator contract? Back off! I know where your car is.
Hasta la vista, baby!
Right, let's go and continue killing these fences because it's fun. Right, fences are dead. So let's move up. And we'll start working on this Gehenna Stone, I guess.
As with the first stone, a number of guardians came to life to attack Talia. In its wisdom, the foresighted evil had already prepared for this. Well, let's hope so, anyway.
Right, so that's being built. We can use the money to recruit some more minions. We'll go up to that number. We'll continue.
Talia, please, stop doing this. Return to the light. It took me many years, and I had to reload many previous save games before I finally managed to banish all these demons.
Father, I'm trying, but the evil, it's so strong.
Fight it, my child.
Don't forget that this stinker kept you locked up in a place that isn't called the fatiguing library for nothing for the last few years, and that his best friend is a dwarf who hates all elves. I know the narrator should normally be neutral and stay out of the story, but this guy's interjections are getting on my nerves when he's hundreds of miles away.
Right. You're not my father. You just took advantage of me. You claim to be an honest, decent paladin of good, and yet you allowed me to be mocked and insulted. I'm done with you.
Once Talia had returned to her true nature, she ignored Tanos and turned back to the stones.
This way, hobbits! I mean, evil creatures! Follow me! Done. The seal is broken.
Talia had conquered another Gehenna stone, this time even without an extended dialogue with her split personality.
Well, actually, I was about to...
Good grief, just shut up. Where were we? Oh yes. Once again, a huge jet of mana shot into the sky and a portal opened. Whether it led to the Winchester brothers, Buffies, Charmed, or whatever universe, demons ready to kill jumped out. As usual in good games which still have some game time to fill, there was yet a third stone to be conquered. Talia was already on her way.
Oh, this is going to be so nice to just hit with one of those lightning things. Unfortunately, these archers have a really long range. Leave me alone. Demons are not moving very quickly. Alright, let's turn around, see if she's still there. No, she's gone back. Good.
The Gehenna stones pulsed with magic. Their spell was once again available.
It really is a one-shot. Didn't realise it was quite that powerful. Awesome. Alright, let's not get too close and we'll just keep on nuking them. Oh, hello. There's a bunch of bad guys coming in. In fact, I could probably hit them with the Gehenna Stone. Oh, that's a rather...
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Actually, that's fine. That's not. Move you over here. $80.
The Gehenna Stone spell waited to be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies.
Gotcha. Oh, we got a bunch more imps. What they? Oh, every time we get a Gehenna Stone, we get imps. I see. Colosimo is constantly running out of space. Right, so we can now get simple traps. Let's go ahead and research that. And more creatures? More creatures. Lots more creatures. That'll do for now. What do we want to hire? We have 6 imps. Well, we definitely want another Naga. I think we'll just do something like this. Come on, give me some more money. Cha-ching.
The Gehenna Stone's magic was ready for a new, hopefully deadly attack.
That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Let's make sure we continue mining. And then... Kazapi time. This thing does a lot of damage.